So you're thinking about moving right here to Houston, Texas, but you want more space. You're really looking to spread out. Well, in today's video, we're gonna show you what it would look like to buy land in a custom home acreage community. We are right here in High Meadow Estates, which is a large acreage community located right in between Magnolia, Texas and Montgomery, Texas, zoned to fantastic schools. And it really is in that sweet spot of not being right on top of your neighbors, but not losing that sense of community. We get a lot of clients that call us asking for more space, and typically what they find is that 1 to 2 acre lot with that custom home is that sweet spot. And so we're gonna do a deep dive of High Meadow Estates today. We're gonna show you what the neighborhood has to offer, where it's located, what kind of amenities are located in the neighborhood as well as just outside of the neighborhood. And then we're gonna walk you through the buying and building process if you were to buy a lot and build a custom home right here in High Meadow Estates. So if that interested you at all, stick around and let's get after it right now. So what is High Meadow Estates? It really is a luxury acreage community. And when I say that, what I mean, if you're not familiar with the area, is this is an upscale neighborhood where you can get 1 acres all the way up to 20 acres, but still be inside of a subdivision where you have that sense of community, but everything's cohesive, it's all well maintained, and it's very nice. And when I say luxury, I mean, you probably can't get into this neighborhood anymore under the $1 million mark. There may be a few exceptions, but for the most part, especially if you're gonna custom build a home, you're gonna be anywhere from about $1 to $3 million, depending on how nice of a home you build, what lot size you pick, and ultimately how large of a home you develop. So as you drive through this neighborhood, you're gonna see a little bit of everything. You've got fantastic different custom homes out here in this neighborhood. And so when I say it's in that sweet spot, what I mean is you can really get that custom dream home without sacrificing the community feel of being in a neighborhood. And another thing that I love about High Meadow Estates is gonna be the location. If you had told me 20 years ago growing up here that this was gonna be a good location, I would have laughed, because I would have told you, man, that's way out in the middle of nowhere. But as Houston's expanded and development has progressed out this direction, I would actually say that High Meadow Estates is really, really well positioned to be the next big thing. I mean, you have the new Highway 249 toll road, which is really about 5-10 minutes down the road from the entrance of this community. And that is a toll road that gives you direct access straight into Houston. You can go 80 miles an hour with 0 traffic. And so that's a game changer. You've got 2 entrances and exits in this neighborhood as well. So you've got access to the tollway both ways. And one of the things I love is you're about 10 minutes from Magnolia. And so you've got kind of this cute, historic downtown Magnolia feel, and then you're about 15 minutes from Montgomery as well. If you like golf, you're very close by to one of the best golf courses in the state of Texas. You're 9 minutes from Blue Jack National, which is a private course and it's very expensive. But if you're looking for that space and you really love golf, highly recommend looking into Blue Jack. You're not too far from Lake Conroe as well. And so you're really right in the sweet spot of having that space, but still being close enough to your modern day amenities. You've got commercial amenities like grocery stores working their way down 1488 as new Magnolia starts to blend in with old Magnolia. And so you got a lot right around you right here in High Meadow Estates. One of the downsides to moving outside of the city to get more space is a lot of times you have to give up those neighborhood amenities to end up building a custom home on 1 to 3 acres, but that's not the case here in High Meadow Estates. They actually have really nice neighborhood amenities as well. We're up here at the amenity center, and when you come up to the amenity center, one thing you'll notice in the neighborhood, it is very laid back. You've got people cruising up here in their Polaris UTVs or their golf carts, and they're gonna come up here to enjoy the pool in the summer. As I mentioned, it's a laid back environment. They've got a lap pool and it's massive, plenty of room for the kids to play. They're also going to have a splash pad for the little ones as well. On these hot summer days like today, you're going to want them to be able to cool off without you having to hop in the pool. They're also going to have their park and playground up here. They've got a couple different play structures for different kids of different ages, and then they're going to have their tennis courts. So if you like to play tennis, you're going to have those located right here in the neighborhood. And one of the tennis courts actually doubles as a basketball court as well. So if you want to come up here, hang out with the kiddos, shoot some hoops, you've got that option. And then right down this trail behind me here, you've got one of their neighborhood lakes. So if you want to come up here and fish, you've got that as an option as well. So you're not having to sacrifice those amenities when you buy a home right here in High Meadow Estates. Hey, so if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living right here in Houston, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, tap that bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to know about everything going on right here in Houston, Texas. My name is Kyler Ferris. I'm the broker owner of Ferris Realty, and we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you watching our videos online, trying to see if Houston is the right fit for them and their family. So if that is you, don't be shy, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. We would love to help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. So now let's talk about the process of what it would look like to actually buy your own lot and contract to build a home right here in High Meadow Estates or High Meadow Estates West. So step number one, obviously after reaching out with our team, is gonna be to come out here and meet at the new home sales office. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna look at all of our lot options. We're gonna go out, we're gonna explore, we're gonna see what they have available. We're gonna kind of plan out maybe if they have a new section coming up that you'd like to wait for, find out all the details of that, and then we're gonna go and actually pick out our lot. Now, when you purchase a lot here in High Meadow Estates, you've got a couple of options. You're gonna have the new lots in the newer sections, which would be through the sales office, or you can also purchase a resale lot that's on the MLS. And so both of those are equally good options, just depending on what lot you find that you really love. So once you buy the lot, you've got two options to purchase the lot. You can either pay cash for a lot, or you can go ahead and get a land loan for that lot. Now, one thing that I think is important for you to know, if you buy any lots here in High Meadow Estates or High Meadow Estates West, there's no timeline in which you have to start construction on a home. And so you can buy land and wait for it to appreciate. And so I definitely recommend, if you know you want to be in something like this in the next couple of years, maybe go ahead and start the land search now. You don't necessarily have to start building right away. Now, for those that do want to start building right away, what you'll do after you acquire the land, whether either paying cash or getting that land loan, is then you're gonna start shopping for builders. You're gonna figure out exactly which builder you want to build with. Now, we're here in the Partners in Building model home, which is one of the two model homes that are currently built out here. Now, that being said, unlike some other acreage communities that we've covered, High Meadow Estates doesn't require you to build with a specific builder. Now, you are gonna have to get your plans approved through their architectural review committee. However, you can pick whatever builder you want to work with. Now, what we found is it's easier to work with the builders that frequently build out here. And so Partners in Building, for example, if you were to come out here, your next step would be to go ahead and put down a small initial deposit to go ahead and start designing a home with them. So once you've selected your builder, you'll go through the home design process, and that's where the fun part comes in. There's a lot of decisions to be made, but you're gonna essentially get the opportunity to finally pick everything that goes into your dream home. And now every builder is gonna handle this process differently, but what I like with Partners in Building is that before you sign anything, you're gonna know exactly what your home's going to cost. And so they're gonna come up with the final cost after you've designed the home, and then you're gonna sign a contract. Now, once you sign the contract, that's when you're gonna go out and you're gonna get your construction loan. You're gonna get a construction loan through one of the banks that they recommend here in the neighborhood. And that construction loan, once it closes and funds, the builder is then gonna be able to start doing all of the site prep on your lot. And so the lots here, as I mentioned, are gonna range anywhere from about $100,000 an acre to $130,000 an acre, but there's still gonna be work to be done once you acquire the lot. And so that construction loan is going to allow you to go ahead and have the builder start doing the prep work to build on your lot. Now, as far as the timeline of all of this goes, from the time that you actually acquire the land until you actually start building is up to you. But once you actually get through design and permitting and they pour the slab on the home, the average build time out here is anywhere from about a year to a year and a half, and that's after permitting. Permitting can take anywhere from 3 to 5 months depending on how many revisions you have to make. Now, the cool part about these construction loans is that you actually close before you start building on the home. And so as soon as the builder is able to get the home completed, you're gonna go ahead and get the keys to your home. Now, a lot of clients ask, can I refinance? That's always an option if the interest rates go down, but through the builder's lenders, you're gonna have multiple different financing options. And then the other alternative that I didn't mention that we see a lot is to just go ahead and pay cash. You always have the option to just go ahead and pay cash. But for those that don't want to put all their cash into a home that they're building, then your alternative is going to be to go ahead and get that construction loan. So all in all, I would say A quick process would look like purchasing a lot, getting with a builder within a few weeks, going through designs, which could take, anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months, depending on how quickly you're able to make decisions. Then from there, you're gonna go into permitting, like we mentioned, could be 3 to 5 months. And then after that, your build time could be anywhere from a year to a year and a half. And so that is going to be your rough timeline if you're looking to buy land out here and actually go through the process of building. Now, your alternative is to wait and see what comes up on the resale market. However, the one thing I'll say about that is you can't control when something's gonna come up and if it's going to be something that you're gonna love. So if you really want that custom experience, you're gonna have to go through the entire process. So I'm sure you're wondering, what can you build out here? Well, there really aren't that many restrictions in High Meadow Estates. You're gonna be able to have that fully custom experience. As you drive through the neighborhood, you're gonna see a lot of different housing styles. And since it's not a brand new neighborhood, you're gonna see a blend. You're gonna see some more traditional homes, you're gonna see the modern farmhouse, and you're gonna see a little bit of everything in between. But ultimately, that's gonna be up to you. Now, there are a few minimum requirements in order to keep a cohesive set of standards in the neighborhood, which ultimately the goal is to just maintain your property value and make sure your neighbor doesn't do anything that diminishes your property value. And so some of those include a minimum 3,000 square foot building requirement. So you're not gonna see any tiny homes in the neighborhood. You're not gonna see any manufactured homes hiding on the back of people's properties. And so everything out here is cohesive and well manicured, and it's of a good size. Now, you are able to have secondary outbuildings on your property. So as you drive through the neighborhood, you'll see some people with workshops that are well appointed, or storage sheds, or a place to park their car collection, stuff like that. You're obviously allowed to have pools. And another cool thing about this neighborhood is you are allowed to have farm animals. Now, there are some caveats to that, and I won't get into all of them, but if you have enough acreage here in the community, you can have anything from horses to chickens. Roosters aren't allowed because they will make too much noise, but you can even have miniature horses. And so you will see that as you cruise through the community. And then that's another cool part about this community is it is very family friendly. So as you're driving around, you're gonna see people out in golf carts and their Polarises going from one neighbor's house to another. But you're really ultimately able to build whatever you want in this fully custom experience. So if you're looking for that fully custom 1 to 3 acre home building experience, not too far outside of civilization, but just far enough outside where you really feel like you have your own space, but you're right down the road from modern amenities, then I highly recommend checking out High Meadow Estates. We are experts when it comes to building out here. We can walk you through all the nuances of purchasing your lot and selecting your builder, and that's what we would love to do with you. So if you're interested at all, you know what to do. Don't be shy. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us a quick email, or click on that survey link right there in the comments below, and a member of our team will reach out to you immediately so that we can help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.